The NBA playoffs are officially back. Last night, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the New Orleans Pelicans put on one of the most defensively entertaining games I have seen in a long time. The final score was 94-92, while the Oklahoma City Thunder take their first win at home in the playoffs in over 5 years. This was a back and forth battle, as in the first quarter it was tied at 17, and then the second quarter and at halftime it was tied at 43. Then the Oklahoma City Thunder outscored the Pelicans by 6 in the third, and the New Orleans Pelicans outscored the Thunder by 4 in the fourth, ultimately leading this to be a 2-point game. The Oklahoma City crowd was absolutely brilliant. Everyone was wearing the shirts that were supplied to them on their seats, and the quote-unquote aura in the crowd was amazing. There was a lot of crowd pops in this one, big-time plays on offense and defense. A lot of the Oklahoma City Thunder rookies stepped it up huge in this one, guys. Let's just talk about both of these teams. We're going to start with Oklahoma City Thunder. First and foremost, it's hard to watch this one without giving your flowers almost immediately to Carson Wallace in this one. Get 20 minutes in arguably the biggest game of his very short NBA career. And on the last and arguably, again, the most important possession of the night, obviously we go ahead and see Carson stall or stop, if you will, CJ McCollum poking the ball out and flustering him up. Just a remarkable performance by him and Chet on the defensive side of the ball. 5 blocks tonight. One of them was one of the biggest blocks of the game, that one he had on Larry Nance with about a minute to go in this one. Definitely saw some struggling from some of the Oklahoma City Thunder cast, but it's hard to kind of say one of them is struggling and then one of them is playing good defense, because it just felt like it was very, very visible that the New Orleans Pelicans defense was smothering, and I mean smothering, the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is why in their first playoff game we see them go 11 deep. It's not often that we see the rotation get stretched that much, but we definitely saw it tonight. Oklahoma City Thunder is the #1 ranked three-point team in the NBA, and tonight they shot 31% from downtown and 76% from the free throw line. You got to give a lot of love in this one to Lou Dort. He just plays such excellent defense, and it was very, very visible the effect that Lou and J-Dub had on the opposing all superstars or all-stars, whatever you want to call them. CJ, 9 for 22, 2 of 9 from downtown. Herb Jones, 2 of 8 from downtown. Brandon Ingram, 5 of 17 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point land. The only thing, and we'll talk about this a little more when we get to the Pelicans, that I don't entirely love about this series going forward for the Oklahoma City Thunder is their rebounding. When Chet is the man who's holding it down, I would say conservatively, without looking it up, that Jonas Valanciunas probably has anywhere from like 20 to 40 pounds on Chet. Tonight on the offensive rebounds, I don't even really want to say this out loud, the Oklahoma City Thunder had 8 offensive rebounds and a total of 44 on the night, while the New Orleans Pelicans had 18 offensive rebounds and had 52 on the night. Jonas Valanciunas alone had more offensive rebounds than the entire Oklahoma City Thunder team, because Jonas charted 9 of them. I think Chet and the rest of this Oklahoma City Thunder squad just did a very good job hitting timely buckets. In a game where you couldn't shut the door on the Pelicans, they did a good job of not backing down. If you watched this game, the Thunder could get it up to 8, they could get it up to 10, but it was just every single time. You blink your eyes and it's a 4-point game, then it's a 2-point game. And the Pelicans actually had the lead for a minute there when it was 88-86. And they had gotten 4 offensive rebounds in a row and just did not capitalize on it. And I don't know if you're the Thunder, if you feel like, okay, we played a not that great of a game and we won and it was close, or if you're the Thunder thinking, man, how are we going to stop Jonas and Larry Nance going forward? Are we going to hope that they shoot 28% from 3 again? Because yeah, the Thunder didn't play a great game, but the Pelicans are far from their peak performance. And let's just get right into that. No Zion tonight. Who's getting the call to replace that scoring? Trey Murphy. Holy, Trey Murphy. I tweeted this out in the middle of the game. He's going to make a lot of money in the NBA. 21 points tonight, 5 threes, 3 big blocks tonight with 0 turnovers. There was some ill-advised shots. I think Trey kind of wanted to have his little moments, and I don't hate it. Trey tonight was absolutely brilliant. Plays great defense alongside of Najee Marshall. Najee Marshall in this one, I made a tweet just saying he's the man. 5 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. a block, a steal, just no turnovers, all over the place in limited minutes. And it feels like it's more rare to see these, guys diving on the floor, hungry for the basketball. You're trying to make the most out of every single possession. But you guys got to remember, this Pelicans second unit, Nance, Marshall, Alvarado, they're experienced together. It's not just yesterday. It's been about 3 years that they've been, in these moments. Maybe not in the playoffs and the postseason, but just playing together in general. Obviously, we go back a couple play-in games, and it's fun, man. CJ tonight just couldn't really find it from downtown, and it makes you wonder, if CJ hits just one of those threes, that's not how basketball works, but if we throw logic out the window, if he hits one of these, it's 95-94 and you go home winners. Especially that last one, even though Carson played great defense, it almost went in. Jonas tonight did a really solid job of using his size. He made a lot of great passes, but again, guys just couldn't hit. Herb Jones had a couple that were wide open. I love Herb Jones, one of the best defenders in the NBA, one of my favorite watches. Honestly, this entire Pelicans team is one of my favorite watches. They just couldn't find the bottom of the net from downtown, and it's simple. Jose, 1 for 4. Najee, 1 for 4. CJ, 2 for 9. Herb, 2 for 8. Brandon, 0 for 2. Other than Trey, no one shot above even 30% from downtown, and it's atrocious. They didn't capitalize at the free throw line. They shot 7 for 9, missed 2 big free throws down the stretch. Larry Nance obviously had that and 1, and he missed that free throw. But Larry Nance was solid off the bench too. 8 rebounds, 4 of those were offensive. I think if you're the Pelicans going forward, I'm not entirely sure what the timetable is for Zion Williamson's return, but I think you have to feel decent about your chances. Like, if you told me right now the Pelicans won the series in 7 games, I wouldn't fight you. Whereas before the series happened, I would maybe say, okay, no Zion, I don't know if that's entirely true. And that's not a testament to how young or inexperienced or whatever the Thunder are. It's just a testament to what I believe the Pelicans are capable of if they're all, on their P's and Q's, and if you maybe can get Zion back. But what do you guys think? What do you make of this game? What do you make of these playoffs so far? I know I'm loving them. I'm going to try to catch that Lakers game tonight late. It's at 10 p.m. Eastern. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. Stay happy, healthy, and blessed. Peace.